What's up, guys? We're 30 minutes late. Yeah, tried to go on at 8:30, but I had shit to do, so my bad. I'm here. Um, yeah, I was actually supposed to go on. Shout out to Z. I was supposed to go on his show earlier today. He had a bunch of bettors on there. They all recapped, their 2021s and all that stuff. I was supposed to go on there, but by the time he wanted me to go on, I was in the car. I was driving about an hour, and the audio was kind of trash. I couldn't really connect it to my car, so I would have to hold it when I was driving, and I could barely even hear him. So yeah, I had to not do it. So shout out to Z, thanks for having me on. But yeah, fortunately I could not go on because of what I just mentioned. I'm sure I'll go on another one of his videos in the future. But yeah, I figured out today, decided I was gonna do one of these, man. So let's get down to business. A little recap of 2021 for betting. I'll talk about my best bets and my worst bets. Some, maybe robberies and stuff. So overall on betting tips, I'm plus 38.32 units. And for the year, I finished plus 15.6. So overall in the green for this year in the green. I was on a really good run the last for the last couple months. So that definitely helped with finishing positive for the year. I had, a good run to finish the year. 1, 2, 3. So I was on a 3-card winning streak. 6-2 the last 8 events. Contender series, I went 7-2, so I did really good in contender series. Yeah, so definitely, like I mentioned, I had a good run. If it wasn't for that good run the last couple months, I would have had a losing year. So, yeah, that helped me out. Let's look at the chat real quick. Brian, what's up, man? What's up, Arsenal? Yeah, Jamal Hill, man. We'll be talking about him shortly. What's up, Noah? Jimmy the Drunk, what up? TV, what up, man? Yeah. Okay, so I'll talk about my best bets. So my best bets, obviously, if you know me, I'm a big underdog bettor. I hunt for underdogs. So we go earlier in the year. Let's start. Yeah. I mean, top of my head, I could definitely, yeah, let's go with the first card of the year. So the first card of the year, January. Okay, we'll do my best bets and then we'll do bad bets. Okay. All right, so yeah, definitely, yeah. So Michael Kiesa over Neil Magney, 3 units at plus 120. Yeah, I think that was a great bet. He pretty much dominated the fight, and yeah, I mean Neil Magny is just not really good against guys that are better grapplers or good big grapplers. So that's a good underdog bet right there. On that same card, I guess it was on Fight Island, January 21st. I also bet on Omar Yakdemov against Tom Breeze, 3 units. So that was a pretty good fight or pretty good dog bet as well. Both were underdogs. So first card of the year, 4.41 units. Next card, another really good bet. I bet on Marina Rodriguez over Amanda Hebos. 3 units on her at plus 255. So yeah, that was definitely one of my best bets of the year. Great dog bet right there. Another good dog bet, Thiago Moises versus Alex Hernandez, 3 units at plus 155. Yeah, that was another good dog bet right there. This is a good dog bet right here. This is one that honestly, this one feels really good because a lot of people out there were really bashing me on this. There are a lot of people who are going the other side. And one thing that I learned that I definitely wanted to talk about on Z's show today, but I didn't get to because I, couldn't come on, was in the betting game. I definitely listen to other podcasts and other prediction videos and respect them and all that. But at the end of the day, you can't let anyone else, kind of swerve your way on picks. You have to just go with your gut. You have to ultimately bet that and not, someone, says don't do it because he's picking another side. No, I've done that in the past. Like when I first started, betting, I'm sure everyone has. They let other people, swerve you the other side or let you pass. if you're confident in something and you do the research and you tell yourself after the tape, you're going to bet that fight, you go with your gut and you do it. You don't let anyone else change your mind. And I feel like that definitely is one of the biggest tools in betting. And I've been doing that for a while now. So, because there's a lot of fights, man, that um, other people will try to swerve the other way or pass. You bet the fight if you think, you have, enough research. Like you bet on a fight if you're confident and you did the tape, you did the stats, all that stuff. You don't let anyone else change your opinion. So, sorry about that rant there, but the fight I'm talking about is I put 3 units on Ryan Spann over Misha Serkinov. And a lot of people were telling me to stay away. Misha's going to beat him and all this stuff, smoke him. It's all about the spot. And another thing, too, I got to quit betting on jobbers as well. Because as much as, we'll talk about Ike Wolf and Native Labor, but you don't bet on jobbers. Because as much as people think Ryan Spann's a jobber, he's not a jobber. He really isn't. He's not going to be a top 10 guy or anything like that. But I bet him against Misha, and that was easy money. He went out there and sparked him within like a minute. So that's the fight I'm talking about. I'm glad I bet on him because a lot of people were trying to give me the other way. Great bet right there. 3 units, Ryan Spann. Okay, so Derek Brunson versus Kevin Holland. That's another good 3-unit bet. The plus 145. Another underdog bet. Mackenzie Dern 4 units actually at plus 115 against Nina Nunez. Another good dog bet. I max bet Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. That was definitely at minus 130. That was definitely a very stressful bet because I actually put a lot more money on him than 250 because actually I'm $50 a unit right now, but I've actually been switching around for the year. So on that typical fight, I had like 500 on him. I was $100 unit. So that was stressful, especially when you almost died in the first round. I don't think the Ferguson fight was this year, but I also bet on Charles versus Ferguson. So yeah, I've been riding the Charles train for a very long time. I bet on him versus Kevin Lee. So I love Charles Oliveira. Back of the chat real quick. TV, I'm betting the house on Tapuri and Gone. Jimmy, I'm picking Tapuri, but I'm not betting. I'm scared he won't be able to win the takedowns. Nice, Jimmy. We're both on spam. Scott, I'm betting my mortgage on Evolov. Brian, King of Underdogs. Yeah, man, I like to say that I'm definitely one of the, king of underdogs. I'm in the community, man. I go after underdogs a lot, and I like betting underdogs. That's a great fight. Tapuri versus Evlov. I haven't taped it yet. I'm actually going to be at that card live. So if anyone in this chat's going to be at the Anaheim card, Don versus Nagano, hit me up, man. Let me know, man. We'll meet up, get a beer. I haven't taped that fight, but pre-tape, I'm going to go with Tapuri. Okay, so more. We'll talk about good bets. So. And then we'll talk about losing bets. Don't worry. Another good dog bet this year. Terence Mckinney, I put 2 units on him at plus 175. That was easy money. I also put 2 units on Moreno over Davison, plus 190. Man, I mean, Moreno's that's such dude. I don't know how he was plus 190, especially in the first fight. Like that was a very close fight with a draw. And then Moreno just dominated the second fight. A lot of people are saying that, fight ready Fig is going to beat him this third time. Obviously, I haven't done the tape yet, but I got to lean with Moreno. Okay, this is one of my favorite underdog bets of the year. 4 units on Casey O'Neill against Fraud Copio at plus 140. That's another one. I was against a lot of people on Twitter. A lot of people were picking the other side. Like I already ranted about 2 minutes ago. You don't let anyone else swerve your picks, guys. You do the research and you bet the fight. You don't listen to anyone else. I've done that before, and I'm not doing it again. I feel like I've tightened up on my bets lately. In the past, I would make dumb bets, and I would do a lot. I wouldn't do as much research as I do now, especially on the last card. The old me, like bro picks, would have bet on CDF versus Gamrot. I really would have, but then I dug deep and I did the tape, and I'm like, man, he's declining. His cardio's not that good anymore. He's getting older. He's not going to beat a good grappler. That's what he loses to, grapplers. And I would have got emotional and biased. And I'm telling you, man, the sport, it definitely changes you, man, throughout these years. I believe this is the 5th year. Hold on. Then we'll get back to the Casey fight. Okay, so I've been tracking since 2016. So 2016 and 2020, I had a losing year. And then 2017, 2018, 2019 this year, winning. So 4-2. First year losing year. And then in the last year, I had a losing year. So 4-2 since I've been tracking. I definitely think that this year is going to be the biggest year for me, just because even though I have a full time job, like everyone probably knows what I do. The last couple months of this year, especially, I've really put a lot of time in this, and dedicated this as a hobby for me. But I also, make money off of this, so it's a little side gig for me. This is definitely something that I'm putting more of my time into, and I realized that if you don't really do a lot of research on certain fights, it's like it's gonna be hard to win fights or win bets. You gotta dig and watch a lot of tape, bet on these matchups. You got to do your stats. UFC.com, look at the stats. You got to go on Instagram, see like what they look like. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, and I'll admit, man. I earlier this year, man, I took a break. We'll talk about it later. Just like with Dan, half the battle saying earlier, shout out to him. I feel like it's good to take a break because I took a break, cleared my mind after a month, and I came back even stronger. And like I mentioned like 100 times already, I finished really good the last couple months, 6-2 my last 8 events, 3-card win streak. That's the reason why I finished positive for the year. So I feel like I'm going to be back even better, man, next year. So back on that fight, Casey O'Neill versus Procopio. That was one of my best bets of the year. I feel like. I mean, I feel like she dominated that fight. Maybe Laura won a little bit of the first round, but I mean, O'Neill literally looked. Or from what I remember, did Laura win the first round? I don't even remember. I think she might have, and then she gassed in case he just put it on her. Um, but yeah, that's one of my favorite bets of the year. 4 units plus 140 Casey O'Neill, who I'm really high of. I think she'll do good. Um, don't worry, we'll talk about my bad bets. Let's just keep on to the good bets. And like I already mentioned, most of my bets are underdogs. I do bet on juice. Slight favorites for the most part, but yeah, I will bet on slight favorites. I think the line should be way higher, but I like betting on dogs for the most part. Billy Q, 2 units. Gabriel Benitez, another good dog bet right there, plus 140. TJ Dillashaw, 3 units, plus 155 over Sandhagen. Could have got lucky there. It was a very close fight, but I do think he won. Well, my best bets of the year, man, wasn't a dog, but we'll talk about it right now. So, Luque, I put 4 units on him at minus 115. Yeah, that was a really good bet. And also, I put 1 unit on him at plus 1,300 by sub. I don't know how that line was available at my sports book at Red Rock Casino, Station Sports. That was crazy. SCN. I mean, I don't know how I got that, but yeah, that's one of my best bets of the year for sure. UFC darts picks. I think so plus 1,300, man. Or is it plus 1,200? Plus 1,200, my bad. So I bet on him straight, and I also bet on him by sub. I don't really do a lot of prop bets, but yeah, we'll talk about the prop bet in a little bit. So yeah, like I said, 7-2 contender series. I won on Chidi Nikawani. I won on Burrito. I won on Jack Maladena, AJ Dobson. Another one of my best bets of the year, Derek Brunson, 3 units at plus 140 for 150 over Darren Till. Easy money right there. That was domination. 3 units on Carlson Harris, plus 115 over Impa. Easy money right there. 3 units on Jalen Turner, plus 105. Easy money. So yeah, I do go for big underdogs. Like one of them was the Marino Rodriguez fight with plus 55. But I don't. I mean, a lot of my underdogs are depends. But like we're saying right now, plus 145, plus 110, plus 115, plus 120. It varies. It's not like all my bets are huge underdogs. So I like underdogs. I don't really care what the number is, but I mean, if I think if I see a dog and I like it, I'm going to go for it. 1 unit on Joe Alvarez at plus 190. That was my best underdog bets. Jamal Hill, 4 units at plus 145 over Jimmy Crew. And then the last couple cards. So I mean, I put 3 units on Kaikar France at plus 110. I also put 1 unit on him to win by KO at plus 425. So that was a good bet for me. I also bet on Blanchfield, 3 units at plus 110 over Maverick, easy money. 3 units on the Bronx with 140. Last card, Gatto, 3.5 units at plus 160. So, yeah, I was talking about my bad bets. Definitely one of my worst bets of the year has to be the last card. Chris Dawkins over Derek Lewis. Honestly, I want to be like 100% honest in this bet. I don't think I was biased going into it. I mean, a lot of people probably think I was because, I'm law enforcement, he's law enforcement. But I had a good read in this fight. I really did. I dug deep. I watched the tape, and he just did not go out there and perform how I thought he would. I really thought he was going to go out there and use that pressure and that movement. He didn't. He looked really starstruck out there. I knew, like, right when he's walked out the cage, I'm like, uh-oh, something doesn't look right. And then Derek Lewis started pressuring him. And right when he backed him up against the fence, man, I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I dug deep, man. I'm going to be real with you guys. This bet was not biased at all. I thought Dawkins was the better fighter. I thought if he stuck to the game plan, he would have won. And let's be honest, he did not do what, a lot of people thought he was going to do. He didn't do what he did in those 4 fights, man. I get it. Derek Lewis is a step up and all that, but he did not pressure and use the movement. He was kind of starstruck out there, man. I definitely thought that he was going to do what he did in the first 4 fights and he fought in the UFC, use that movement and get in Derek Lewis's face and back him up. And he really didn't. He kind of just looked hesitant out there. So I put 5 units on him at max bet. That was a bad bet. One of my worst bets of the year. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to fade Derek Lewis again. We'll see. Another bad bet. So I had 0.60 on the night last card. So it wasn't because I bet on Gatto too, and that was a big win. So I would have had a great night if Dogs would have won. Another bad bet. Yeah, definitely got to talk about that. Calvin Cater over Max Holloway. I mean, dude, that's fuck. That was one of my worst bets of all time, man. That was a bad bet. I take full responsibility. He got dominated in that fight, dude. Like legit got dominated. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I put 3 units on him at plus 140 or something like that. Yeah, Max looked the best he ever has in his entire life. That was a bad bet on my opinion. Calvin Cater versus Giga. We'll be talking about that, shortly, probably next week, or I might break it down next week. We'll see, man. I'm like 2 fights in right now, but anyways, so another bad bet for this year. Peter Yan versus Aljo. That shouldn't even been a losing bet, man. I mean, he should have won that fight. Yeah, I put 4 units on him at minus 110 or something like that. Yeah, that's not a bad bet. I got unlucky on that one. But Koskis versus Oleg Jacek, I thought he won that fight, so I thought that was a robbery. Same with Juan Espino. I lost on that fight, and I thought he beat Romanov. That was bullshit. Cub Swanson versus Giga, 3 units. That was a bad bet. He got dominated. I also bet Jacoby on that card against Kudalaba. That shouldn't have been a draw. Definitely thought he won that fight. CDF versus Gillespie, 4 units. Man, that was a bad fight or a bad bet. He just completely gassed. Yeah, bad beat on the end, just like what Jimmy just said. Damn, Claudio Silva versus Mcgee. That was a fucking terrible bet, man. I really did not see that one coming. Damn, Claudio Silva really showed his age in that fight. Really curious to look into Brahma Maj versus Court. That's definitely one of them I'm going to be looking at soon. Only taped a couple fights, man, on the next card. After I actually get done with this, yeah, I'm going to be done probably with tape for this card in a couple days. Probably by this weekend. Yeah. Giga versus Cater. I actually have taped that fight. I'm actually going with Chikazi. I think he's going to go out there and dominate Cater. Probably finish him. Gone all day, Noah. Yeah, I got gone over Nagano. Pre-tape. Jimmy, you got to give it to Justin. Never let someone change his mind. Yeah, man, I've done it before, but I mean, you can't do it, man. Like I haven't done it, man, in a long time. I stick with my gut, and I really don't let someone change my pick. Torn Brown, what's up, man? How do Weed Runner do? I haven't talked to Weed Runner in a long time. I have no idea. If you don't watch tape, you pick Maverick over Blanchfield. All I needed to see was Jalen control Maverick for a round and see Blanchfield win on Greek Opera. Yeah, she's great. Euros Mendick, yeah. Jalen Turner decapitated him. You're with me on the Phil Bro versus. Yeah, I bet on Phil Bro versus the Kosuke Bro, so that was a good bet on both of our parts. All right. Edmond Shibazian. What the fuck happened to that guy, man? Dude, I have no idea what happened to him. I don't know what they should do with him. I was thinking, like, they should, like, who should they give him next, dude? Like, should they give him, like, a bum? Like, that they think that he could beat? Or should they give him, like, GM3? Nah. Fuck, bro. If he fought GM3 fucking dominate him. I don't know who I would go with, but I don't know what happened with him, man. I bet on him versus Hermanson, and he looked so good the first half of the fight, and then he just fucking gassed bad. He looked terrible last fight against Amat. I don't know what's up with him, dude. These 3-fight losers, he might be done. Yeah, 2 units on Vittori over Izzy. That's a bad bet. Ike Villanueva, 2.5 units against Prachinio. Yeah, you don't bet on joggers, guys. He will literally one of the worst fighters of all time. 4 units on Volkov over Gon. That one was. I didn't realize how good Gon was going to be, bro. It's a bad bet. I went on a 5-card winning streak at one point, and then Brady Highstand was against Tercios. Even though I thought it was a very close fight, that was a big bet for me. And I lost that one. So, but dude, so I went. There was a run where I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12 and 1, man. I went 12 and 1. Really good run, dude. Like really good run. And then I went on a 4-card losing streak. I lost on Aaron Jeffrey on Contender Series. I lost on Johnny Walker. I lost on Chris Duncan against Slava Klaus, who fights on the next card. And then I lost on Aspen Ladd against Norma and Nunez. I took a break, right? I took a break after that. Like, hold on. I took a break. I think I just focused on Contender Series, and then I went on Johnny Parsons. That was a very close fight. I put 1.5 units to plus 260 or something like that, and he won. And then I went on Jonas Bellardio against Canon Kawai or whatever, and then put 1 unit on Colby and Chandler each, lost that, and then had a winning night, 0.50, won on Alvarez and KGB Lee, lost on Michael Kiesa and Luma, and then finished the year pretty strong on a 3-card winning streak. But yeah, I did take a break, man, for a while. I think it was, I was going to bet on Rodriguez over Dern, but I didn't because I needed to take some time off. I took like a month off. It was definitely different, man. I've never done it before, taking a break, but I feel like it definitely helped me out. Because on the Johnny Walker Santos fight, I didn't even really watch tape on that fight, man. I really didn't. Just like what Narco Cop said earlier on Z's show, definitely I did the same thing he's done. Like there would be like fights where I just wanted to have action, so I would just bet on make bets. I didn't really watch that much tape. It was much whatever people say. You have to research every fight. You really have to on every card just to see like for me, I love betting, so I'm gonna tape every fight. But if you don't tape fights, it's just gonna be hard, man, for you to win money, dude. Like you have to put time into this. You have to watch tape. I'm not telling you to watch every fight of the career. Watch maybe 2 or 3 fights of for instance. So one fight on this last card is going to be Calvin Kattar versus Giga Chikazi. Watch like their last 2 or 3 fights. Look up their stats on UFC.com. See how many strikes they, absorb, they throw, go on Instagram, look at their physiques, all this stuff. You got to do that kind of stuff, man, if you put money on this. So definitely think that watching tape, man, it helps. Edmund is a Bellator guy. Brady did get robbed there. Oh, hi, Sam. I don't want to talk about that, man. That was a very bad. Oh, man, that was crazy. That was definitely a tough pill to swallow on that because I put a lot of money on him. I put like 350 on him there. That was when I was, I think, 100 unit. Yeah. Him and Rennie Costa are trying to see who can blow more potential via cardio. Nick 2 months off. It was like a month off, I think I took, but it helped me a lot. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, so I definitely think Womo Wukbomi versus Lupita, that was a bad bet, 1.5 units. The fuck was Kennedy Chico doing against Ahan Jung? Bad bet. Dustin Ladd got dominating against Suman, bad bet. But yeah, we did go 12-1 on that one run. Right before I took a break, 12-1, bro. But then I lost on Jeffrey. That was a bad bet, man. That one I put like 4.5 units on him against Kyle. Fuck, dude, he looked terrible, man. Honestly, I think that's what did it for me. Even though I went 12-1, I just put so much on Jeffrey, man. Dude, that was bad, dude. And then the Johnny Walker loss, the Duncan loss against fucking. Oh my god, dude. I put 4 units on Vince Pichel against Austin Hubbard. That was a good bet. Another bad bet. Colin Anglin against Melsick. Yeah, that was a fucking terrible bet. Greg Hardy versus Tuvasa. Oh my god, bro, that was. I gotta quit betting on these jobbers, man. A lot of my losing bets are literally jobbers. Greg Hardy, jobber. Ike Villaneva, jobber. Fucking. I don't think Highsam's a jobber, but Aaron Jeffrey, jobber. Edmond Shibazian, jobber. Like, dude. Oh my god, Claudio Silva, jobber. Like, dude. Alex Munoz, jobber. Like, you can't even beat Luis Pena. Even though I thought he won that fight, that was another bad beat. I definitely lost a lot of split decisions I thought could have gone either way. So that Johnny Parsons bet on Contender Series, that one really fucking, that one helped. That was awesome because that was a close fight. And him winning that fight was fucking badass. Yeah. Shout out to Johnny Parsons. So yeah, definitely, most of my bets were underdogs, like I already mentioned. The Jamal Hill bet against Crew is probably one of my favorite bets just because a lot of people were on Crew. And I'm a huge Jamal Hill guy. Probably bigger than half the battle. He's a big Jamal Hill guy too. But, I've been on Jamal Hill every fight, man. In the UFC. I bet on him in the Contender Series. I remember when he was going in the Quiston and Brady fight, I was saying he's going to be a champ, and all these people were fucking bashing on me and shit. I remember getting into it with AMG Warrior. That guy, I don't really have a problem with him anymore, but he was going on Twitter all week saying that Quiston and Brady is going to smoke him. Like, he's going to go out there and do whatever he wants. Jamal Hill has no ground game. Oh my God, that was fucking terrible. Just because Jamal Hill lost to Craig, like, I feel like a lot of people really were down on him going on the Crew fight. Jamal Hill beats Paul Craig probably 9 out of 10 times. That was a very bad fight IQ because he went down in his game. He pulled guard. He got out of the first really big submission attempt, and he went back down there and then got tapped out. He didn't even, he got his arm broken, and then he goes out there against Crew and just fucking destroys him, bro. Jamal Hill, man. I'm telling you right now, I think him and Jiri are probably the best fighters in the division. As much as I like Glover Teixeira, and I bet on him pretty big against Thiago Santos last year, I think Jiri's going to fucking destroy him, bro. So bad. Literally, dude, I'm going to put a shit ton on Jiri, dude. Jiri's probably going to knock him out in 10 seconds. Jiri and Jamal Hill are the two best fighters in the division. I think that they're going to be, around that top two, champ for a long time. Let me do something real quick before I want to talk about who I think is going to be the champs next year. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so I definitely think that Blanchfield will be a champ. I don't know about next year. Probably not, but maybe in a couple years, I think she'll be a champ. So flyweight division, fuck, bro, that shit's. Who do I think's gonna be the champ, man? I definitely think that Cop could be a champ in that division. Right now, I'm gonna go with Lion Hill versus Craig rematch. I don't know what. Damn, bro. I'd probably line Jamal Hill like minus 200 over Paul Craig, but I don't know what the Vegas would do or anything. Yeah, Jamal Hill should be a pretty big favorite against him. Jerry would have to be a huge favorite against Hill. Fuck, I don't know who I would fucking. I'd probably line that pick him, bro. I really would. AT&T could probably do a lot for Edmond. Has Jeffrey ever won the UFC? No. He was just Contender Series. Hardy can win most of his fights with any heart. Yeah. I could get more butthurt by the bets I should have made, but didn't pull the trigger. You need to don't do that anymore, Nick. You need to just fucking bet, man. Don't. Yeah, you need to go. You need to fucking go with your gut and bet. Don't say after the fact, oh, I should have. Nah, that's yeah. I'd rather lose a bet than pass and the guy wins. You got to just bet, dude. Hardy will. Yeah, I think Hardy will win that fight. But I'm not putting money on him. I'll tell you that. Like I can't fucking trust him. Thanks for the dono, Jimmy. 21st versus Conor McGregor. I don't know what happened that fight. I'll probably have to go with Conor, but I mean, I really don't know. I'm not really sure, man. Who like I don't know. Do I think Moreno's going to be the champ next year for most of the year? It's either going to be him or Cop. I feel like bantamweight. I don't really see anyone beating Yan right now. Maybe Merab, but yeah, I'll go with Yan right now. Featherweight, I'm probably going to shock some people with this pick because I do think the Volkanovski is a fucking stud. Wow, Caceres is 15th. Wow. But yeah, I think Giga Chikadze is going to be the champ. I really do. I think that he can beat Max and Volkanovski. Lightweight, yeah, I think the Bronx is going to be the champ. Usman, as much as I don't like him, yeah. Yeah, I got Izzy. I say Jerry becomes a champ and then he fights Jamal Hill maybe end of the year and Jamal Hill beats him. Or they fight early next year. Heavyweight, I got to go with Gon. Nah, maybe Chris. No, I'm kidding. Doc he's good, but yeah, he's not going to be the champ. Shevchenko. Strawweight. I'll go with Rodriguez. I think Rodriguez, man, might be the champ, man. Rodriguez is fucking good, dude. And that's pretty much it. We don't need to really talk about the other fucking Juliana Payne. I got Nunez in the rematch if they fight again. How many bet? Let me see. So slight underdogs. I picked 132. I bet 132 slight underdogs. Or just overall. Oh, this might be my overall. Never mind. That's overall. Pretty much talked about all my winning bets and losing bets. Any other ones? Torrin Brown, who you picking between Charles Oliveira and Justin? I got Charles all day. Agree with Rodriguez being champ. Darren would sub Rose 100%, but no one wants to admit it. Yeah, I'd probably go with Darren over Rose. Actually, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Rose is fucking good. The last three cards, I won like 19 units. That was definitely a good fucking run for me. Ortega versus Volk, that was a bad bet. On that big run that went on, yeah, Jack Maladena, Chidi, Brunson Till, Burrito. Yeah, I did. I probably wanted to pick him. I don't know what I would, but yeah, that'd probably be a pick 'em fight. All right, guys. I could be on here, longer and stuff. I pretty much talked about my bad and worst bets. I wish I would have went on Z's show, but the time he wanted me to go on, I was driving for about an hour, and like I mentioned, it would have been hard for me to do it in the car. So there you guys go. Those are my winning bets, my best bets of the year, my losing bets of the year. I kind of want to wrap this up because I actually want to dig, the next card. I'm on the second matchup right now. Probably gonna post some bets soon. Probably next week. Yeah, I'm excited, man, for this year. I want to up my unit size, but I also don't want to rush it. I'll do it when I feel like the time is right because I kind of went back and forth last year. But thanks for tuning in, boys, girls, whoever came in. Love this sport. I'm back, and I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking do really good this year, man. I want to definitely make some goals and have the best year ever, dude. So I'm gonna go, watch some tape and thanks again for everyone tuning in. Let's fucking all do good, man. Everyone in the chat, I hope you guys do good and what you guys are going against me. What's up, Nick? Later, guys. Let's fucking do this. This is Cash. Let's fucking go. Later.